Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik and happy 5-year anniversary. That's right, I've been uploading videos to this channel for exactly 5 years to the day. Probably going to go about a day late because chances are the editing in this video isn't going to be crazy, but it'll be enough to either make me lose a day of uploading and or probably delay it a day. So, I know what you're thinking, 5 years has gone by, and I know, you want the inside scoop, so this is just a fun little video. There's going to be some editing, some stuff's going to appear here, some stuff's going to appear here, and it's just going to be a nice little trip down memory lane and all the important events in this video, which is not this video, but kind of every video. If you're wondering if there's going to be a recap of every dumbass story I've told in episodes, no, it's just going to be channel history. Chances are if you've seen all 700 plus videos, you have a very good idea of the timeline of events and the inside knowledge of this channel, but guaranteed the only person who's watched all those videos in order is me. So, with that all said, shall we get into it? So, it was August 28th, 2015, and I basically, like a month earlier, I deleted 300 videos from my original channel, Glitch Vision. Not sure why, but I did. That kind of annoyed me to no end, so I just made this channel. On this day, I did record a video with my friend Hannah, who has a funky old Twitch channel. You should check that one out. We recorded like Hive Hide and Seek, and it was an alright video, and honestly, the beginning of the channel wasn't that, like, interesting. It was like the later half of 2015, but two things that did happen is I joined 2 Minecraft SMPs, and these are going to be important later. I joined Survivors, where I met someone called Peaky, and I joined Craft, where I met a bunch of other people who they're going to kind of come in and out, but the people who've got mainly I know is like Peaky, Nick Vic, and Struck. Those are the 3 people which kind of have a bunch of relevance. The Craft videos are actually still up. I uploaded a couple of them. I didn't manage to get all of them off the backup channel that I put them on. Again, I deleted them because some dislikes bombed everyone's videos on that SMP. And Survivors, they're all gone, but I do have someone else's part 1, which you can hear me in for like 6 minutes, so that's cool. But moving into 2016, this is where stuff gets interesting. So I've been doing like the odd series, anything that I don't think is like necessary, I'm just gonna dump. But we hit 100 subscribers, and what did I do for 100 subscribers? Well, this is probably the one that most people have heard time and time again, but I have never directly mentioned it. Basically, through like some influence and the fact that Leafy was growing in popularity at the time, I created a roast MLG video thing. Again, I deleted the video for my own peace of mind, but let's just say I made a video roasting people I went to school with and their YouTube channels. Well, it was mainly their YouTube channels. Yeah, obviously that didn't go down well with everyone. Should have seen that one coming, but again, stopped me from making another video like that for a while. So that's gone. But moving on, we started Waffle United. This is kind of what I'm talking about there. The SMP stuff just keeps mashing in. Like, my channel used to have a bunch of Minecraft on back in the day. But Waffle United was basically people from Survivors SMP, people from Craft SMP, bring them together and would you look at this, we've got a new SMP. This was decent. I actually bought the server for this, and I had it for a whole year, and then I just didn't pay for it, it was shut off. But I bought the server. It was a pretty fun SMP in all things considered. I used like one of the screenshots of a bunch of videos. It's just like Neremik Cube. Yeah, I ran my own SMP, and that definitely gave me an idea as to why I'm never running an SMP again. And shortly after this, so I'd kind of been kicked down the peg thanks to the whole 100 sub debacle, which was kind of still lingering at my school. Like, it would be brought up every so often and it irked me. But little did they know I was about to get a viral video. So Slither.io was popular one day, and I was like, I'll make a video. And I ran into someone that had like the same name that Jacksepticeye named his snake in his video, I think. So I titled it, Was That Jacksepticeye? You can see the thing now. Like, obviously that looked clickbaity as hell. I didn't think so at the time. And I remember like it was in like a week, it had like a couple hundred, so it was easily my most viewed video, and it was for a long time. But yeah, so 2016 was a very eventful year. I've wrote down like the notes of everything, and this is probably the most busy year involving the channel of all. I went down and played YouTubers Live because that was popular, and kind of up until that point I've been playing games that were either like popular and I enjoyed, or just games that were popular in general. Like I was kind of just basically trend chasing, and I played YouTubers Life, and that was kind of the breaking point. I made 3 videos on that and thought, no, this is awful. So what was my solution to that? Yes, it's to convert my channel to entirely Animal Crossing themed, and then try and play Animal Crossing for a year, the Wii one. Obviously that didn't work. I think it lasted like 17 weeks, with like 1 episode a week. Yeah, and I did start live streaming in 2016, and we were like 150 subs, and one day I got sub-rated. Again, I've used this clip multiple times. I'm sure you can go find it. Maybe I'll put it here with the audio awfully overlaid in the background.
Oh my god, I just said 200.
Nice, bro. yeah, I was sub-rated by like someone on Snapchat with a couple thousand followers, and they basically sub-rated me up to 200 subs, which is cool. So we hit 200 subs over in 2016. That's important. It'll be on the test later. And that was kind of the middle. Then kind of just after I'd hit 200 subs, I think I made the infamous Coffee with Neremik unedited version. So this is like 10 minutes of just utter crap in my old kitchen. But then that person that I met in Survivor's SMP before, yeah, he went and edited into the MLG version you all know and love. Anyways, that was interesting, and I tried to like branch out some other stuff. I made a top 10 games thing, and that list is horrific. I enslaved all my friends to edit it, and then I like got the file and put music over it awfully, and that is a bad list. Half the stuff on there I played like once. But meanwhile, there's something up in the background. So I was playing Sims 4 kind of like on and off, and it was doing okay. I need to mention this because I did get a glimpse of what was on Next Page. So Sims 4 was like starting 2016-ish. It kind of remained dormant until 2017. And the only real thing that happened besides that was I joined the Lovey SMP, which was cool. I met Jiraxis there. And I made Glazed SMP as kind of like a collaborative thing. It started off as a joke, but as like we talked about it more, I was like, let's just make our own SMP. So we did that, and it was cool. And you can see like that's probably the best SMP there was on the channel, besides Lovey Season 2. And 2016 was also the beginning of the 12 Days of Neremik. Last year it was 12 Days of Lexi, because SMP and I was a fucking simp. But no, 12 Days of Neremik was started this year, and it was not the best one by far. It's probably on the lower end, but it's a tradition we've had for years, so I just thought I'd bring it up. But moving into 2017, these when things slow down, thank God, those points took like 6 minutes to get through. So, more inside scoop, 2017 was an interesting year, but it started off with Lovey Season 2, as I said, and this is the infamous 50,000 block walking video, which is just 6 hours straight of me walking from 50,000 in Minecraft to 100,000 in Minecraft. And Jiraxis features heavily in this video, along with like some other people that were in the SMP at the time. And I think that's the longest video I ever made, maybe rivaled by the finale of 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors, but it was the longest video. Then, around the same time, I started playing Thrillville, and this is important because, while I didn't mention it, the early days of my channel, I'd collab with literally anyone and everyone that wanted to. And that involved people in my real life, and it made this like horrible Plague Inc. video, which is still up. It's easily the worst video, and it's kind of like proof I would never collab with anyone again. But 2017 came along, and it's like, nah, Thrillville time. So for the second episode, someone I knew for like years, who also like loved the hell out of the game like I did, had him on, and that was like probably the best collab I've ever done to date. Like he stayed over at my house that night, and we just like spent the night editing, and that's like a super nice like memory to look back on. But anyway, rest of the year kind of went and came. Animal Crossing was started around that time, the actual series, like, you know, the one that's like on episode 68 or something right around now, 70. Pretty cool. And we started Ace Attorney, which was it was never finished, but it was an interesting series. Would not recommend watching if you know, can't stand some horrific voices from a 15, 14-year-old at the time, but I thought I'd mention Ace Attorney because it starts something which is, in 2018, is definitely going to boil over and create one of the most interesting aspects of this channel today. And also Sky Metro was a thing, and that was my first series with Wyatt. But hang on a second. If Sky Metro was in 2017, how did I meet Wyatt? Well, you know how I mentioned Sims 4 was going on in the background? Well, basically, one time I uploaded an episode, and some guy I'd met on Egg Wars, like, the year previously, commented, and he was like, yo, you want to join my group for Minecraft Machinimas? And I'm like, sure. And through that, and through like, some mutual friends, I met Wyatt, who I then did Sky Metro with. Was that series any good? To be honest, I carried that series, and then I was like, yeah, enough's enough, I'm out. And then there was never another series of Sky Metro again. I mean there was, but Wyatt's computer died. God really didn't want us to make that one. And finally, at the end of the year, Fortnite was becoming popular, and I made the first video on that, and you'll notice that kind of crops up, but it just started like another tradition. So those first 3 videos, 2.5 years, do you want to say? They were an interesting time, to say the least, but 2018 speeds up, and this is where all the juicy shit starts. So we've had like a channel for 2 full years now, and I'm doing pretty well for myself. I got some friends, you know, I think I was using Discord at this time, I was chilling, and I started off the year by uploading a top 10 games list. I think it might have been top 15, but I think it was a top 10 games list. And I was like, you know, I'll do that. Around the same time, I put a top 5 Ace Attorney cases up as well. Like, my obsession with top 10 lists was like an all-time high in those 2 years. But I also started the year off by starting the Zero Escape series with, as I said previously, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. And as you can see by that finale, the first game wasn't that long. Second game is still in progress. So yeah, definitely underestimated the length of those games, but that's no one there. You hear the juicy stuff. So I started doing my GCSEs around this time, and it was in that GCSE English class where one day I was dragged off to a room with what they deemed to be the people that needed support the most, but it was just the smart person group of the already smart person group. Again, I know, subtle flex, but I was dragged into that room, and I'm not sure how. I think at the end of the lesson we just left to speak about whatever we wanted, and it's at that point, because I've been uploading Sims a little bit more consistently around that point, that some girl in my class mentions that they'd seen my Sims videos. So, in a panic, I go home, I scroll through my subscriptions, and I recognise the person's name in there, and I'm like, oh shit. And the same thing happened, and they're like, no, I actually enjoy your Sims videos, and I'm like, here, like, knowing I full well tried to, like, ditch that series, like, 2-3 months beforehand. But that was, like, my first encounter, besides the 100 subs thing, with someone, like, finding my channel in real life. The only other thing that came close was Coffee with Neremik, which was sent around a bunch, but luckily, everyone's repressed that. Peace and calm. So, what do I do knowing that, you know, all eyes are on me to make a Sims video from one person in my English class? I go make Animal Crossing content for a week. I'm not sure why, but basically that entire week was just dominated with, I don't think it was double uploads, but I think every upload that week was at least, like, one day a week was City Folk content, and there may have been other stuff mixed in. It was an interesting experiment, to say the least. You know, the City Folk series has started to, like, it wasn't the most popular thing, but some of the earlier episodes, especially where I showed off how to use, like, online, like, custom servers, like, they were climbing in popularity. You know, 2018 was actually looking pretty decent for the channel. And, I have to say, this is one that, what I deem the Neremik Classic arrived. And you may be wondering, what is this, and why I'm slurring my words so much. But the Neremik Classic is a classical video recording strategy I did when I wasn't even in this room. Like, all these videos were either recorded on a crappy laptop in the very early beginning, or on a completely different PC downstairs where I could actually shut the door and you'd see people come and go in the background. It was a whole thing. It was a princess mansion back then. Now I'm just in my bedroom with, you know, skylights, which really liked what other lighting level, you know, it's like, thank you. But the Neremik Classic was basically, I'd record videos throughout the week, I'd render them, but I wouldn't upload them because I didn't like making thumbnails. So then on a Sunday night before I went to school the next week, I'd be like, I've got to get something out. And you can see this multiple times, like in my Discord server, when everything or anything went up. It'd be like, I just uploaded 6 videos on, like, Sunday night at, like, 9 PM. And I don't think that was really the smartest move. I should have just kept them and, like, spaced them out throughout the rest of the week. But, it's what I did, and that's what a Neremik Classic is. You know, I still do it occasionally. Sometimes, maybe, like, 2-3 videos a day. Definitely not 6. I think the most I did was 9. Which, if you think how long it takes to upload one video, it's, like, maybe 20 minutes. Yeah, my Wi-Fi was dead that day. And, at the very end, Sonic Unleashed series started. It was the 10-year anniversary, and I thought, hey, might as well. And around the same day, I also decided to make a City Folk review, you know, Animal Crossing. I was like, you know, I might as well review the game, because I see people giving slack online, and I knew that, like, the new one was coming out sometime soon, so I put it out, and it did okay originally, but later on it actually picked up a bunch of steam, which was cool. And rolling into 2019, probably the worst year for the channel by far. Like, I know my upload frequency with a good old Neremik Classic wasn't exactly on a smashing record, but 2019 comes along and it's like, business was usual, okay? There was nothing, like, too cool. There was a little bit of drama between me and Wyatt, I think. I made the staff chat to try and figure out what to do with him, and then I inevitably gave him mob, which he then went and read the entire conversation in there. Sorry that you had to see that. And then around April, I went to someone's wedding, and this was, like, just before my GCSEs started too, which are, like, British exams. And, like, I went to this wedding and I just didn't upload. And then, like, I got swept up in exams and I couldn't upload then. But I think I did, like, one live stream a month after the last Stumhearth video went up, because I was doing that at the time. And it was like, then I went on NCS and I came back, like, the 2nd of September with a random as hell GTA video. And I was just gone. I couldn't, like, find the momentum to, like, start recording again. Or I'd record and it'd stop and start. And I came back, I recorded that GTA video, update video, and then the first proper video I recorded back was Sonic Unleashed, the finale, which, as anyone will tell you, that final boss was awful, and it was like, oh. Well, that being the first video to record back was an absolute mistake on my part, but I had to get it out, because that had been going for a while, but now I had all the footage of a regular old Sonic Unleashed playthrough. What could this possibly be for something in the future? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, this will come back later, it's on the test. And yeah, I started the Sims 4 series up again, like Season 2, featuring people from my Discord. And I also did the Guitar Hero 3. I'm not sure what drove me to do that, like the controls down there now. I just ordered one and I got it, like, on my PC. And I was like, you know what, I might as well make a series on this, and it did surprisingly well. Like, you know, you'd think people just want to play the game more and watch someone else play it, but considering the price of some controls nowadays, it kind of makes a bit more sense looking through eBay. And 2020 comes around. What a year it has been so far. You know, the 5-year anniversary of good old Neremik just arriving onto the YouTube scene. And let me say, I would recap stuff that happened on my original channel, but there's not much. But again, 2020 was interesting. You know, we made G Fuel with Neremik, the true successors to Coffee with Neremik. You know, even though there's been like multiple other cooking videos, but don't mention them. It started the GTA Online series, which was definitely like pushing my boundaries slightly. Started daily uploading out of the blue, like at the very last day of February. I kept that going, and this is where the good part starts. Like, I'm sorry that like I'm stuttering so much. I'm trying to get this out, so I know it's gonna take ages to edit. But I was daily uploading. Yeah, I was doing well. You know, SimCity, Sims 4. Like, I was daily uploading Shenmue in there as well, doing well. And ACNH came out, or Animal Crossing New Horizons, and it initially got low views. Like, I think the highest episode was getting 10 views, as I'm sure some of you looking back on hindsight, this was laughable. And yeah, it didn't get the greatest views. Well, as like time went on, I made the Inviting Rob and Inviting Rob videos, like within the span of like a week of each other, I'd say. And like every single day was New Horizons, New Horizons, New Horizons. I was really trying, like, I wouldn't say milk it, but I was like, I just don't want to miss something off camera. So yeah, I made those 2 videos, and those shot off and basically made the rest of the series great. You know, anything that was focused on like a feature, a game that people would like search for, it'd just get like views in the hundreds, maybe even thousands. There's multiple videos over 1,000, where previously there was 2. And eventually, Inviting Bob did become the most viewed thing, which I made a fun, cute little video to celebrate up in here. And yeah, that actually pushed us over 300, considering we hit 200 4 years before. Oh, 308. Honestly, I didn't think I was ever going to hit 300 subs, but we did it. And we're soon to be 400, so if you want to subscribe, then be sure that, you know, down there. And yeah, so other things happened. I got a world record in speedrunning Virtue's Last Reward, which still hasn't been finished. I still got 1 more episode left of that. And I made a 90-minute Sonic Unleashed review while I was daily uploading. So once I'd edged off the whole daily ACNH thing, I just worked on it in the background. And again, the support on that has been phenomenal. One of the best videos I think I ever made. And I'm glad it's like one of the best that's ever performed. It's probably got one of the highest watch times on that entire channel. It's great, and it's a wholesome little thing, considering I did ditch Minecraft since like 2017, I want to say. I picked it up again, you know, started doing hardcore, started doing Skyblock. I'm not completely in love with the game again, but it's like, I'm enjoying it in my own way. And that brings us to here, the 5-year anniversary. Those were all the ins and outs, the juicy little details mixed in of this channel, and I just want to say thank you. I was thinking to celebrate, I could make a good old little best of Let's Play thing. Not Let's Play, like one-offs, just good videos I think are like worth a watch on the channel, you know, whether they're old, new, just like iconic in their own way. I think that would be a good old little thing to do. And you know, random videos have been getting popular as of late as well. I did mention how like the City Folk series was like, it was doing okay. Like random videos, like from back when I was like, thinking year 11, I was ranting about the head like boy and girl things, and I like rant about it randomly. And that video ended up getting 600 views because it had the word observatory in the title. And I think one where I go to the Roost, I think it's called the Full Roost. One of my friends tried playing the Roost like music from City Folk, and they accidentally played my video because it was ranking so high. So yeah, needless to say, this has been a year of very confusing things, but you know, if you want to support the channel, be sure to like, subscribe, push us over 400 maybe. But I know what you're thinking. In the 5 years, have you never thought about dropping a merch line? Yeah, this is exactly where I'm going. Introducing my awful Red Bubble line of merch. You want a face mask which makes you look like a scary man. We got that. We got the Neremik logo t-shirt. We got a variant saying, "Is this meme funny? Who?" This definitely was not made at like 3:30 in the morning. You're gonna face mask with a rabbit on it. Go for it, you know. All the stuff's gonna be in the description as well as like my friend's Twitch channel, as I mentioned, and maybe that playlist if I end up making it. But yeah, it's a decently length video. Just want to say thank you for all support for the past 5 years. It's been pretty cool. You know, averaging like 80 subs a year. It's been one hell of a ride. I don't think I'm gonna go away anytime soon. Be sure to give me ideas for like series. Maybe want to see return. We'll do Sims 4 Season 3 or something. And yeah, with that, all I'm going to say is watch out for the 400 subscriber special. This is just a celebration of 5 years on YouTube. Technically 7 if you count my original channel, but since there's like nothing to back that up besides the first video I ever like showed a couple subs ago, you know, I just think I'll celebrate the anniversary of Neremik as we know it. It's been one hell of a ride. I've met a bunch of great people, and yeah, genuinely thank you if you've subscribed and been a part of this journey non-stop. If you're in those Minecraft Machinima groups, if you've listened to the awful music parodies, if you've watched an entire Let's Play in its entirety, you know, any of those things, just to say a massive thank you to you. And, you know, it's been cool. You know, I didn't forget to mention, like, the time that me and White made a content cop on each other. That was interesting. But I think besides that, that is a pretty complete history of this channel. And, you know, all the ins and outs that came with it. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to leave a thumbs up, possibly subscribe, turn notifications, and leave a comment down below. But with all said, and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name's been Neremik, and peace out.